Chapter 6, Section 13, Congressional Elections. Running for Congress is in many ways similar to running for president. Candidates for Congress often raise enormous sums of money, undertake an extensive mass media campaign, and rely on professional political managers, strategists, and consultants. Congressional campaigns have some important distinctions, however. A candidate for the presidency has to be a natural-born citizen who is at least 35 years old and has resided in the United States for at least 14 years. There are parallel but somewhat less stringent requirements for prospective members of Congress. A candidate for the U.S. House of Representatives must be at least 25 years old, a U.S. citizen for at least 7 years, and a legal resident of the state she wishes to represent. The framers intended members of the House of Representatives to be close to the constituents they represented. To make sure representatives heeded public sentiment, the framers mandated that all 435 House members face elections every 2 years. Each state is entitled to 1 seat in the House, with additional seats allocated according to population. South Dakota, for example, has a very small population and therefore has only 1 representative. By contrast, California, the most populous state, has 53 representatives. A candidate for the U.S. Senate must be at least 30 years old, a U.S. citizen for 9 years, and a legal resident of the state he seeks to represent. U.S. senators serve 6-year terms that are staggered so that approximately 1/3 of the 100 Senate seats come up for election every 2 years. The Senate was designed for its members to represent an entire state and to provide equal representation for each state, regardless of the population. Thus, small states possess as much influence as large states in the Senate. Unlike the president, who can only serve 2 4-year terms, there are no term limits for representatives or senators. Also, members of Congress are elected based on the popular vote rather than the Electoral College. The candidate with the most votes wins the House or Senate race.